National Center for UFO Research.
In Scottsdale.
In Scottsdale.
And we were dialoguing with him about Space Center down. And Daryl was saying at that time that he thought it should be someplace else. We're feeling that to be in Sedona. It's a very sacred land in Sedona. With a lot of, with some large crystals that are available to go on the Space Center.
Is that representative of your passion?
Yes, it is.
What's stopping you?
What is stopping it?
Yes, that was the question. What is stopping it? If that is representative of your passion to create that kind of a center in the area called Sedona, is there anything that is stopping you from taking action in that direction?
Answer to do it.
Repeat. Finance.
Yes.
So there is that abundance question again.
Yes.
What is your definition of abundance? Is it only that finance represents abundance? Our definition of abundance is the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. Period. Therefore, are you willing to allow abundance to come to you in other forms? Are you willing to open up your definition of abundance?
Yes.
Do you believe that you can actually do it?
I do, yes.
All right. Then there's nothing stopping you from attracting what you need. And if what you need will be money, it will be attracted to you. And if what you need is something else, that will be attracted to you. Do you believe that?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
All right. Then there's nothing stopping you, yes? All you need to do is take whatever actions you are already capable of taking on anything at any given moment that excites you the most. Whether it appears connected to your specific dream or not is not the issue, correct?
Correct.
Excitement is the key. Excitement is the thread that's connected to all other excitement. So it doesn't have to come in a form that looks like it's connected to the specific thing you may be excited about at that moment. But if you have taken the actions you can take, and you've taken it as far as you know how to go, and something else comes along that contains more excitement at that moment than anything else, take action on it. Because it's not how it looks that tells you it's connected to the other thing that excites you. It's the fact that it's the most exciting thing at that moment that you have the ability to take action on that tells you it's connected. So act on it and let it lead you through synchronicity to the ideas that will also aid and assist you for all the other things that excite you as well. Does that make sense? Repeat. Follow the excitement thread. All you all have to do at any given moment is look at all the options available to you and choose the one that's the most exciting out of all of those options. It may seem to have nothing at all to do with what excited you a moment ago, but if you can take that no further, what else are you going to do but act on something else you're capable of acting on that contains the highest excitement out of all the choices available to you at that moment? If you do that, you will once again be the compass needle unerringly pointing toward magnetic north. I know it may look like you're going like this and like this and like this and like this sometimes, but that's just because you're paying attention to the surface appearance, which doesn't matter. It's the underlying state of being. It's the vibration, the excitement, the joy, the passion that matters. So if you follow that, even if the physical path goes like this, by following the excitement, you're actually taking the path of least resistance and the shortest possible route. Does that make sense?
It does, yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, don't go in front of the camera. This way. Okay.
Good day, Bashar. How's it going?
And to you, good day. It is going very well, thank you. How is it going with you?
It's going great.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I just really want to know what your thoughts are on binaural beats and technology, involved with audio for meditation.
Yes, sir.
And what are your thoughts on that for the future?
Our understanding is always what is created between the two. The idea of the third reality created between two other things that you may be perceiving on one level, always look for the third reality that is created by the two. That's where the true power, the true balance, the true effect lies in the other two. Does that make sense?
Kinda. I don't know if I really.
Is there
follow.
some other specific way you wish to discuss this concept?
No, I'm really not sure if that's a good way of going about it.
If
to
what is a good way?
Meditating with binaural beats. If it's better to just do it without any audio and just try to.
You are talking about permission slips again.
Right.
Remember, permission slips is simply the idea of any tool, any technique, any ritual you deem works best for you because you're attracted to it for the reason that it is specifically aligned with your internal belief systems, and that's why you're attracted to it, in order to give yourself permission to be more of who you are. So it doesn't matter what the technique, tool, or ritual is, as long as you feel, you believe it's the one that attracts you the most and feels like it's the one that works best for you. That's your permission slip.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Totally.
So approach it however you wish. If you're always choosing the one that you feel at that moment is the most attractive, it will be the correct one for you to do at that moment. Make sense?
Yes.
Does that help?
A lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
We have a question here from Amira and Michael,
Oh, all right.
and it has to do with your ship being over Sedona.
Yes.
Well, one thing we were wondering is, what is the significance of you being positioned over Sedona in particular?
You all already know that it is a very strong gateway, an energy vortex that taps into a multitude of dimensions. Yes?
Yes.
Therefore, it is, in that sense, like we have just described in the brain, a neutral zone that allows us better handling, a better facilitation of the energy of a multitude of dimensions in one spot. Make sense?
Yeah.
It's like having your hand squarely on the main control switch to regulate the energy in a very easy way. Whereas if we were off center from that, we would have to contend with a multitude of frequencies, a multitude of vibrations that were not correlated, that were not harmonized. But by dealing with the vortex, the center itself, then they are all within that neutral zone at the very center, all harmonized and easy to process, easy to transform from one to another, easy to redefine. Make sense?
Yeah.
Easy to recalibrate.
So basically, you take the energy and you convert it with your ship, or how do
The
you?
ship is like, in a sense, a lens, a prism, that is the representation of the combination of the blending of my own physical mind and my higher mind, and the connection we have with my entire society and many other beings, and we run it through that frequency domain, in a sense, like a filter, like a filtration system, and then process it back out in a way that is more compatible and more conducive to allow transformation to be easier for all of you.
I see.
Thank you.
So, if I could just go on a little bit more about this.
All right,
When-
just a little bit more.
Okay. So when the decision was made to move from Cairo to here,
Yes.
what precipitated that? What brought that about?
Shifts in the collective consciousness.
So were you surprised? I mean, did somebody give you orders to do it, or was it?
Well, in a sense, but that simply happens automatically within our telepathic link. It's not like there is a sergeant major that comes along and says, "Soldier, move here. Here are your marching orders." It simply happens within a collective recognition and an understanding of how we simply automatically and intuitively need to rebalance and reposition ourselves to match the new frequency. It's more of a dance
I see. And
than something quite so military.
so are there others positioned around the planet of the Sasani society? Because I know at one point there was. You talked to us about where
There
others
are others of my society positioned around your planet. There are many from many different societies positioned at different points around your planet, forming, in a sense, a grid.
Okay, and I bet one day you'll tell us where they are, huh?
I bet one day I will.
Thank you, Bashar.
You're welcome.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
You always answer all my concerns in your monologue, and I get to the point where I'm speechless.
Well, thank you for your synchronicity. You know, remember that in our natural state, on our natural planet, because we're all telepathic, we are all naturally speechless. Many of you don't stop to realize that because we're all telepathic, our planet is very quiet.
Lovely.
Yes, we think so.
Yes. And since I last sat here with you,
Yes.
physically, myself,
Yes.
my husband's and my world has kind of tumbled down and crumbled.
Oh,
all
congratulations.
all
New
except-
beginnings require
Yes.
old endings.
Yes, exactly. And I want to thank you personally, you and Nexus, for being here close by.
We are happy to serve, Nexus and I.
Thank you so much. Now, it's interesting, too, you use that military analogy, because in one of my visitations with one of my hybrid children,
Yes.
I called him Captain General.
Oh, all right.
And do you know this individual? I
We
would
do.
assume you do. And who, can you shed more light on this for me?
Click.
So is it you?
No.
And who is it then?
How do you wish us to define the idea that it is one of your children, which you already know?
Well, it is more comforting to me being an earth person and not being a physical earth mother. I don't have earth children
Yes.
myself.
In what way do you need a representation of this hybrid child to allow you better relationship with him?
More, I guess I'm into my mind again. Obviously, I'm into that analytical mind again, where
Yes.
my mind is requiring something tangent.
You
Because
mean tangible.
tangible? Yes, thank you.
You already have something tangent,
Which is what? Me?
which is missing the point.
Yes, I did, totally. The tangent between them and me.
So, you want something more tangible.
Please.
All right. Where are you going to be on Mother's Day?
On Mother's Day next year,
Yes. Well, if you want to say Mother's Day 5 years from now, that's all right too. But yes, Mother's Day next year will do.
where would I
Mother's
like?
Day 2010.
2010, I would love to be on a beautiful sandy beach with the ocean waves lapping at the shore.
Where on your planet does that specifically take you?
Well, I immediately think of Riviera Maya, which is south of Cancun.
And that is where you would prefer to be of all the places on your planet that are represented by that kind of an environment? That is representative of your highest passion to be there?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No. Because there's so many places. I mean, I'd love to be in Greece. I'd love to be south
Right
of
now,
France.
at this moment
Yes,
of
sir.
this conversation, maybe it will be different on Mother's Day in 2010. The point being,
Yes.
if you will be at whatever that place is on Mother's Day 2010, you will get your tangible connection.
I see.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir. May I also interject this? I haven't personally spoken a lot about my relationship with the creation of the hybrid children before.
All right.
And I'm doing it more and more now. And I'm finding so many people have so much fear involved with
Yes.
this. And when you first shed light on this again for me many, many years ago,
Yes.
you said that I knew I could take it, and that's why I volunteered for the program. And
Yes.
it is my hope, it's my passion to project this in a way that is not fearful to others, because there's a lot of other
Yes.
people out there that
Well, go
have...
right ahead.
Oh, thank you.
Project it in a non-fearful way.
Yeah.
Project it in a joyful way, in an understanding way. Remind them that these decisions are made from a level of higher mind, of spirit. Remind them that when it was made from that level, they knew what they were doing. Remind them that they knew that the agenda they were participating in would have a beautiful, loving, and beneficial outcome. Remind them that they chose it out of love.
Yes.
And then, if they are willing to go into that vibration, they can then perceive that that is the case, because what? Remember what? You cannot perceive what you are not the vibration of. So if they wish to perceive the idea of the positive side of the agenda instead of the fearful idea or the fearful definition, they must first come from a positive vibration, or they will be unable to perceive that side of it. Do you understand?
I do.
Does that help you?
It does. It does.
Oh, all right.
And I just want to send my love to you and all of the children. And
Already received and already returned.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bashar,
Yes,
one
sir.
of our listeners wanted to know how people were chosen to be part of the hybridization program.
Certain traits in genetic family lines.
So can you share any of that with us, like specifically what
Yes.
they were looking for?
The idea would be that those genetic traits that existed in certain family lines that would enhance, that would naturally, evolutionarily enhance health, telepathy, mental cognition, those kinds of things. You understand?
Yes. So that's why it has people from all different levels of life
Yes.
involved in the program.
Yes.
Very interesting. Thank you.
Yes.
Hello, Bashar.
And you good day.
Hello. I was wondering, how do you view ascension happening? Or
Ascension is happening right now
Right.
before your very eyes. Remember, your vibrations, those that are allowing themselves to become more of themselves every day, are ascending. It doesn't necessarily mean it will happen in the blink of an eye. Ascension doesn't necessarily mean one day to the next, one moment to the next, although in a sense it does, and I will explain that in a moment. But you are all ascending if you are becoming more holistic on a regular basis. If you are, in that sense, pursuing and allowing yourself to become more aware of your true spiritual nature and blending, integrating, harmonizing those aspects of yourself within your total being. You are ascending. It's simply raising your frequency. Remember, you are much more ascended today than your species was hundreds of years ago. And if there was a being that you were able to bring from the past, from 300 years ago, into your present, someone who used to live 300 years ago, and brought them into your present day, when they saw you, you would look like you were glowing with light to their eyes because your frequency is so much higher than theirs. It's just that you're all used to it, so you don't see it. It's a natural frequency for you now, so you don't know how much more ascended you are now than you used to be energetically. You will continue to raise that vibration. When you get to a certain level of ascension, a certain frequency level, you will be able to perceive more refined energies as well and begin to see things more as energy as well. Now, the idea of your 2012 date is a demarcation date, but that doesn't mean that the day before you're all not ascended and the day after you all are. The idea is that it is a tipping of the scales. The 2012 date, December 21st, 2012 date, is a recognition that before that date, the majority of the energy on your planet was negative. After that date, the majority, by a little bit, will be positive for the first time in millennia. Then it can start to accelerate and snowball faster and faster and faster and faster. And all of that is part of the process of ascension. Does that make sense?
yes, thank you.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Thank you for rising to the occasion.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Thank you so much for being our teacher. We're deeply grateful for these
I am
transmissions.
also your student.
My question has to do with the children of the planet at this time, the
Yes.
crystal generation, if you will.
Yes,
What's
we
this-
have labeled the idea of the beings being born on your planet within the last couple of decades as not so much a new generation, but literally a new species.
Yes. And my question is, what specifically should we be doing to prepare these children for the transformation?
Do you mean what can you allow these children to do for you to prepare the adults?
That's exactly what I mean. How can we prepare each other
Thank you.
to ride the crest, so to speak?
Thank you. The one crucial way is to allow each other in any relationship to become more of who you each are by fostering and supporting the furthering of whatever your passions are. Supporting your passions in each other, helping guide each other to express those passions in whatever ways are important to each of you is the most important thing you can do. Not pushing anyone into a rigid box, into a rigid framework, into a rigid pattern, into a rigid process, but expanding the idea that there may be a multitude of ways to do a thing and allowing the passion of each that is unique to be a new way to arrive at the doing of a thing so that everyone will be enriched by seeing and experiencing that unique way of doing that thing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That is the primary way from our perspective that you can aid and assist each other best in the acceleration of what is going on your planet now with respect to teaching and learning. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The more experiential it is, the more it will stick. The more story-like it is, the more it will stick as information. Why do you think stories are so powerful? Why do you think you all remember stories so easily? Story structure is an archetypal structure of consciousness. And if you learn and if you teach based on story structure, it will always remain with you. And that will allow you to have an experience, and you will learn from experience. You will learn by being a part of a story, by taking on character, by exploring and going through the story structure. You will learn, you will be, you will do, and you will help each other very strongly. Does that make sense?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bashar, along those lines, another question came in about the idea of, could you share with us maybe a story from your society about a child and how you taught that child in your society?
Thank you, we will. Because of the nature of what we do in terms of interacting with societies such as yours, to begin the process of contact between our respective societies, most of the children that I interact with are those that are also interested in doing similar things. So we will talk about one of them.
Okay.
One moment. We will, for the convenience of you humans, refer to this child as Joe. Safine. Joe Safine. Joe Safine, in your terms, is 11. Joe Safine is practicing the balance of the male and female energies within her being at this time to aid and assist those societies who are experiencing specifically the idea of the blending of the male and female components in their society and exploring polarity in that way. So, to better allow Joe Safine to gain understanding and experience with this blending and balancing of these polarity energies in this specific way, Josephine chose to incarnate as a male and a female being that is literally connected in one energy bubble, one energy aura. They are never more than a few feet apart, ever. Joe and Safine. They work together, they think together, they are, in a sense, one soul in two bodies, sharing an aura, sharing a bubble, sharing an energy field. One day, Joe and Safine, walking through the grasslands of Ethani, our home world, came upon two animals. These animal consciousnesses are similar to your feline, but not exactly. These two animals also had done the same thing, had chosen to be male and female within one energy field. And as Joe and Safine are walking toward them, and the two feline-esque animals are approaching in the field of grass to each other, they meet. And as they meet, their energy field wraps around all four. And for a time, the animal consciousnesses and Joe and Safine consciousnesses become intermingled, become mixed, become harmonized in the neutral zone. From that moment, then they split, and now the two animal consciousnesses, wherever they travel, Joe and Safine can see through their eyes, and Joe and Safine can give the animals an understanding of what it is like to interact with other kinds of beings on other planes and other levels of existence. They are then, in a sense, their familiar. They are, in a sense, then their totem. They are, in a sense, then their helpmate. They are, in a sense, then their co-guides on Ethani forever and ever in the life as it shall be unfolded unto them. That is the story right now of Joe and Safine. There will be more later.
And to you, good day.
I would like to start with mathematics.
Mathematics.
I'm very interested in if mathematics is basic to reality.
It depends.
And
there are some constants, but not everywhere. And of course, it can be expressed differently by different civilizations and cultures.
The same mathematics can be expressed differently.
Of course. For example, what you call in your quantum physics formulas or equations using mathematical symbols that express the idea known as the uncertainty principle, or such similar concepts, might be expressed in our civilization simply by a geometric form, rather than an equation of symbols. Do you follow me?
I follow, but that means that there is a mathematical structure, more
Yes.
basic, of which these two are models.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And also, some New Age literature
Yes.
speaks about there being 7 levels or 12 dimensions. But
Well,
the number
yes.
7 seems particularly significant,
Yes.
as there being soul groups being multiples of 7.
Well, yes, but remember that while accurate from their perception, some of those hierarchical distinctions, while to some degree representative of different frequency levels, are also distinctly germane to the level that is perceiving them. Other realities might perceive the same concept in a number of different ways.